Information and communication technology, ICT infrastructure are necessary for a knowledge-driven economy. This includes widespread access to high-speed internet, reliable power supply, and technology-friendly regulatory environment. 7, policy framework. Governments play a pivotal role in shaping the transition implementing policies that support innovation, protect intellectual property, and create a conducive business environment are key. This may involve tax incentives, regulatory reforms, and other measures that will help to attract knowledge-driven or knowledge-based industries. 8, international collaboration. Engaging in global networks and collaboration is crucial. Knowledge economies are interconnected, and participating in international research initiatives and in partnerships and trade agreements can accelerate the process in any given economy. 9, shift in economic structure. There is need to be a gradual shift in the economic structure from traditional industries to knowledge-intensive sectors. This might involve phasing out certain industries while fostering the growth of technology, healthcare, education, and other knowledge-driven sectors. Adaptation and flexibility. A successful transition requires adaptability and flexibility for both businesses and individuals. Individuals and businesses must be willing to adapt to changing technologies, market demands, and changing skill requirements. 11, business environment. Creating an enabling environment for private sector to grow is indeed very critical. Overall, the transition to a knowledge economy is a dynamic process that involves a combination of educational, technological, and policy-driven initiatives. It requires a coordinated effort from the government, the private sector, academia, and workforce to navigate and thrive in the evolving landscape. What is the state of Nigeria's knowledge economy today? Nigeria's knowledge economy value chain play a crucial role in shaping its economic landscape. There are 8 value chain components which require holistic approach to continuous engagement of the policymakers, the business sector, the education, and citizens as a whole for it to thrive and achieve the desired results. The first is education and research. The foundation of any knowledge economy lies in education. Nigeria's universities, research institutions, and vocational training centers do and must contribute to knowledge creation as the knowledge generators of the economy. Strengthening this value chain involves investing in quality education, promoting research and collaboration, and fostering innovation by both the public sector, the private sector, and of course, academia. 2, information and communication technology. ICT is a vital enabler for knowledge-based economy. Nigeria has made significant strides in ICT technology and ICT technology and internet penetration. Enhancing digital infrastructure, promoting e-learning, and supporting tech startups are very essential steps that we must take for the knowledge economy to thrive. Private sector investment is the game changer in this subsector, and it is important that our private sector should be encouraged to continue to invest in these technologies. Innovation and entrepreneurship. Innovation drives economic growth. Nigeria's startups, innovators, investors, and entrepreneurs contribute to the knowledge economy significantly. Encouraging innovation hubs, providing mentorship, and easing regulatory barriers are therefore critical. This is principally the role of the private sector. Human capital development. A skilled workforce is essential. Nigeria needs to invest in vocational training, upskilling, and lifelong learning. Talent retention and attraction play a role in this value chain. The ongoing migration of talents out of Nigeria can cause for a systemic rethink and overhauling of our educational system. In the health sector alone, it has been reported that over 40,000 professionals have left the shores of our country to other countries for better conditions of service. The role of the private sector in changing this narrative is critical and very urgent. Intellectual property protection. Protecting intellectual property fosters innovation. Nigeria must strengthen the laws of the intellectual property laws and enforcement. Encouraging patent filings and copyright protection is vital. The public sector has a major role to deliver an intelligent system for the smart management and commercialization of our national intellectual assets. The private sector shall play the role of end users and should pay premium for quality assets. Industry-academia collaboration. Bridging the gap between academia and industry accelerates knowledge transfer. Therefore, partnerships, joint research projects and internships benefit both sectors. A company called RIKE SD, which is a new Pan-African company, a not-for-profit organization that has commenced a unique program known as Academia Industry Mobility Program to accelerate knowledge exchange between academia and business on a sustainable basis using a bi-directional flow approach has been enunciated. This is another great feat for the private sector to deepen Nigeria's knowledge-based economy. Yes, a little. Creative industries, music, film, literature, and arts, they do contribute to the knowledge economy. Supporting creative talents, promoting cultural exports, and preserving heritage are part of this value chain. This has been led significantly by the private sector in Nigeria. Lastly, thank you. Global connectivity. Nigeria's participation in the global knowledge economy has been expanding. Global knowledge economy has been expanding. Connectivity and collaboration on the international stage play a critical role in positioning the country within the global digital landscape. While some progress is being made, it is necessary to recognize that we still have far to go to achieve respectable position in the adoption of knowledge economy in the global community, in the international community. The UNDP Global Knowledge Index places Nigeria as number 125 out of 154 countries. Switzerland tops the table, with Sweden coming second. Mauritius stands as the highest ranking African country at number 49, followed by Egypt at number 53 and South Africa at number 84. So clearly, Africa as a whole is lagging behind, but perhaps Nigeria's case must be a major cause of concern. Academia industry knowledge bridge. Educational institutions such as the Bayero University are centers established for the purpose of training students and equipping them for life with the foundational skills and knowledge. These skills and knowledge are expected to be deployed by the student after graduation for the growth and development of the economy. These institutions of higher learning also have specialized research centers attached to them. There are also about 70 research institutions located in the nation, founded and funded by the federal government. These institutions cover many areas of life, including business management and entrepreneurship. They have invented and created many new and better products and services, such as in agriculture, in animal husbandry, in energy generation, and management of enterprises. A major challenge is how to transmute these discoveries and innovations of these centers into knowledge economy for the benefit of the nation. These centers have continued to operate in silos, unfortunately, with little or no commercialization of their findings. Therefore, there must be a process of ensuring that the ideas and products of these research institutions are harnessed to promote knowledge economy. To bridge this gap, government should institutionalize knowledge economy in Nigeria. To this end, there should be an arrangement that encourages the private sector to integrate the findings and discoveries of these research institutions in their operations. Applying the inventions and findings of these institutions in their operations will give these firms a great lift in their output. The partnership should also see researchers stepping out of their laboratories and design centers to participate in the application of their findings by firms. The move will enable the researchers to monitor, evaluate, and modify to monitor in real life the situations and the performance of their discoveries and innovations. This will help to transform our academics into academicians. It would also be desirable for some private sector executives, whenever possible, to spend time in universities and research institutions, engaging directly in creating the knowledge workers they will subsequently need to employ. The knowledge economy and knowledge worker in Nigeria. A major challenge in transiting to knowledge economy for Nigeria is the quality of the Nigerian worker. The quality of human assets matters a lot in the operations of any successful firm. Our educational system, which produces most of the human assets working in various firms in Nigeria, needs to be modified to yield the desired results. The system as presently constituted produces graduates who may have excellent qualifications but lack the necessary skills to perform optimally in a knowledge-driven economy. We have thousands of graduates on a yearly basis, but selecting those with the requisite skills is often a very tough task for many companies. The education system should incorporate the findings of their research work in their programs of teaching. Knowledge gap among workers is a major limiting factor that hinders many firms operating in Nigeria from achieving their objectives. Towards this end, towards achieving their objectives, the desired results, bridging this gap, the financial services sector and the telecommunication sectors have invested massively in the training of their staff to produce the results and impacts that we see today in these sectors. Charting the way forward, to transit Nigeria to knowledge economy. Given the tremendous benefits that the knowledge economy offers, it is vital that Nigeria makes the transition from a resource-based economy to a knowledge-based economy a central focus of policy. Countries like South Korea, India, China, and the Asian tigers, at one time or the other, took the decision to institutionalize knowledge economy and are today reaping the benefits. Ismail Rodwan and Giulia Pellegrini, in a World Bank publication, stated that harnessing knowledge for development is not a new concept, as it has always been central to development and can mean the difference between poverty and prosperity. They argued that knowledge economy is not just about establishing high-tech industries and creating an innovative and entrepreneurial culture. Simply adopting existing technologies widely available in developed countries can dramatically boost productivity and economic growth. The World Bank states that for Nigeria to make the transition to knowledge economy, it must pay attention to the business environment, education and skills, innovation systems, and information communication infrastructure. The business environment. Nigeria needs a conducive business environment that provides incentive for the efficient use of existing knowledge. There are many government research institutions, and the existing knowledge gathered over the years can be put into use by firms. Agriculture research institutes have produced new varieties of seeds and other products that are being cultivated in small quantities in their own demonstration farms. This is where the government should come in with the incentives for firms that would make use of these new varieties and new products. Government may decide to embark on a phasing out of older low-yielding species of crops and provide incentives for those willing to plant the new types. Education and skills. There should be reforms in our educational system with more emphasis on skill development than paper qualification. Innovators, founders of businesses, and creators should be invited to speak to students on relevant topics. This will bridge the gap between theory and practice. I think this is what BUK has been doing. Government and private sector organizations should ensure that laboratories in schools and colleges are well equipped with the necessary tools and equipment to conduct research. Innovation systems. Having an effective innovation system is important in transiting to a knowledge-based economy. The first step is for private and public universities, research centers, and other organizations to tap into the growing stock of global knowledge. They are to assimilate this knowledge and adapt it to their local needs instead of waiting for and struggling for technology transfer. We can employ technological adoption, and it's adopting existing technological and driving new ones from them. Adoption of technology embeds it in the people's mindset as part of their work culture, as they understand and can freely employ in several ways to achieve the desired goals. Our universities, in partnership with private sector players and necessary support from government, should establish innovation or technology hubs. In various places. At times, without designation or input of government, such hubs evolve by themselves. The computer village in Ikeja is a typical example of such self-evolving hub. It handles transactions running into billions of naira daily and provides a fertile ground for tech-savvy young men and women to ply their trade. It has attracted the attention of Google and several information communication giants. There are similar hubs in Abuja, Kano, and probably in other major towns in Nigeria. The Bayero University, for instance, can collaborate with the private sector with the full support of the Kano state government to upgrade and formalize the informal telephone market at the farm center in Kano into a real technology entrepreneurship hub, as the Lagos state government is said to be doing with the Ikeja computer village. Government can spur more activities by supporting, institutionalizing, and scaling up these hubs. There are suggestions from Lagos state government for relocating the Ikeja computer market or computer village to a better and more conducive area. Thank you. Thank you. Information and communication infrastructure. Nigeria has taken steps towards creating a necessary environment for effective communication, dissemination, and processing of information. This could be seen in the attempts to promote broadband penetration, even in the rural areas, as being done by many of the major telecommunication companies. Timely information is key to knowledge economy, and the nation has done a lot to improve communication. However, challenges still persist, as many users of the telecommunication services experience downturn in their operations. Providers of telecommunication services should therefore curtail downtime period through consistent and continuous upgrading of their systems and their substations. The private sector is a key driver of economic development. It creates goods and services and generates employment. The private sector helps in the diversification of the economy as operators engage in competition and invest in several areas, creating more goods and services and improving economic well-being. Overall, while there are still many challenges, some significant progress is being made in many sectors, including the financial services sector and the ICT sector. The health sector is another sector where significant improvement is being made in the last few years, as both government and the private sector respond to the Japa syndrome, especially in this sector. New investments such as Afri-Exim Bank, Medical Center of Excellence in Abuja, and a number of new private sector hospitals in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, and other major cities, as well as new state government hospital projects, such as the Yobe Hospital Project and the Kogi State Hospital Project, are good examples of what we should be doing. I have just left a private cardiovascular specialist hospital in Lagos, which is currently installing one of the most sophisticated catheterization laboratories in the country. I believe that this example, or such examples, should be applauded and encouraged. Finally, the Dangote Group contribution to the growth of knowledge economy in Nigeria. All our investments in the economic activities, in all our investments, the Dangote Group opts for the state-of-the-art technology, whether in manufacturing facilities, in logistic facilities, ICT systems, as well as in the operation and management systems of our companies. Our cement plants, for instance, deploys the largest robotic quality control system anywhere in the world. The most sophisticated quality control system, robotic quality control system anywhere in the world. We also insist on operating standards and product quality standards which meet global requirements. Our refinery project, for instance, is designed to produce Euro 5 grade products in all our fuels. In human capital development, to facilitate effective training and skill development of our staff, we have established the Dangote Academy. The purpose of the Dangote Academy is to produce the talent pipeline for the Dangote Group, but also for others, and to be a center of excellence for corporate leadership and management skills, technical training, and vocational skill acquisition. This also, in some cases, extends to providing solutions in the Nigerian economy by developing individuals who will go into other companies as certified experts. Since 2012, the Dangote Academy has conducted 4 different trainee programs: the Graduate Trainee Scheme, GETS, the Vocational Trainee Scheme, the Junior Trainee Scheme, and the BDMA Industry Mechanics Program. These schemes admitted over 1,000 students since 2012. The Dangote Group was able to retain only 350 of these individuals in its own operations, with the remainder being employed by other manufacturing and other establishments across the country. The Dangote Foundation is currently working on a partnership arrangement with the Kano State government to upgrade and operate the Kano government-owned Aliko Dangote Modern Skills Acquisition Center, equipped to train our youth in about 22 different vocations. 3, corporate social responsibility. As part of our larger corporate social responsibility, the group has established the Aliko Dangote Foundation, and this has already been alluded to, with an endowment of $1.25 billion to contribute to socio-economic development, especially in the areas of education, health, and empowerment. The foundation has been a leading partner in the fight against Ebola and COVID, and is now working in partnership with other national and international organizations in a project called Rollback Malaria. Future plans. The foundation is currently working on plans to establish a state-of-the-art university of technology, as well as a specialist hospital. Conclusion. In conclusion, the transition to sustainable knowledge economy represents a transformative journey in developing countries. By leveraging insights from our discussions, several recommendations emerge to establish and nurture a sustainable knowledge economy in the country. The first is investment in education and skills development. Prioritizing substantial investment in education at all levels, emphasizing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics and innovation disciplines, and fostering a culture of lifelong learning. This is fundamental to nurturing a skilled workforce capable of contributing to the knowledge economy. Promotion of research and development. We must encourage a robust research and development ecosystem by providing incentives for businesses, academia, and research institutions to engage in innovative projects. This can drive technological advancement and foster a culture of continuous innovation. 3, digital infrastructure development. We must prioritize the development of digital infrastructure, including widespread access to high-speed internet and reliable power supply. A strong technological backbone is essential for the growth of digital economy. 4, entrepreneurship and innovation support. We must create an environment conducive to entrepreneurship by offering financial support, mentorship, and programs, and easy access to venture capital for startups. We must encourage a mindset that embraces risk-taking and innovation to spur economic growth. The circular economy. We must also embrace circular economy principles through the value chain. This involves designing products with durability and recyclability in mind, promoting material recovery and recycling, and encouraging practices that minimize waste and environmental impact. Government policies and regulations. We must formulate and implement strategic policies that support the knowledge economy. This includes policies promoting education, research, technology adoption, innovation, and sustainable practices. Public-private partnership. We need to foster collaboration between the government, the private sector, and the academia and civil society. Public-private partnerships can leverage the strength of each of these sectors, ensuring a coordinated effort towards sustainable economic development. Environmental stewardship. We need to integrate sustainable practices across sectors, emphasizing environmental stewardship. This involves promoting eco-friendly initiatives, responsible resource management, and adherence to global sustainable goals. Digital inclusion and accessibility. We must prioritize digital literacy initiatives to ensure broad access to participation in the digital economy. Bridging the digital divide is essential for inclusive growth, enabling a larger segment of society, a larger segment of the population to contribute to and benefit from the knowledge economy, community engagement, and social impact. We must encourage community engagement initiatives that address societal needs in areas such as health, education, and infrastructure. Socially impactful projects contribute to overall well-being and create a positive environment for sustainable development. By adopting these practices, we can lay the foundation for a sustainable knowledge economy that prioritizes environmental sustainability, social inclusion, and innovation. The successful implementation of these strategies requires a collaborative effort from all stakeholders with a shared commitment to the principles of a knowledge economy and sustainable future. Thank you very much.
May we all appreciate our convocation lecturer, please. And may we have the zeal and commitment to lay a foundation of a sustainable knowledge economy. Before I call for the vote of thanks, may I invite the Vice Chancellor to present a plaque to Alhaji Aliko Dangote in appreciation, please.
To my destiny, I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions. stand up for the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions, stand up.
I have the honor to invite the Chairman Convocation Lecture Subcommittee, Professor Mahmoud Lawan, to give the vote of thanks, to be presented by Professor Mekano Madaki.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على نبي الكريم. The visitors, sir, Mr. Chairman, permit me to stand on the already established protocol. It is with great honor and privilege that I stand before you today to deliver a vote of thanks for the 38th Convocation lecture titled The Role of Private Sector in Building a Sustainable Knowledge Economy in Nigeria, presented by Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, ably represented by Engineer Mansour Ahmed. On behalf of members of the University Council, members of the University Senate, members of the University Management Committee, members of congregation, and the Vice Chancellor, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude and appreciation to each and every one of you for attending this convocation lecture. Mr. Chairman, sir, permit me to first and foremost thank the visitor, ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamman, for finding time out of his tight schedule to grace this occasion. We thank you, sir, most sincerely for the commitment and show of love to the university system in Nigeria. Special thanks must go to the Deputy Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Barrow I. Jibrin, for attending this convocation lecture in person and for the continued support to the university at all times. We will remain ever grateful to you in Bayero University, Kanusa. The chairman of this occasion must be commended and appreciated for the quality leadership provided. Barrister A.B. Mahmoud, SAN, has been a consistent supporter to the university, who has supported the university at many times in many respects. Sir, we thank you very much for all the contributions you are making to this university. The visitor, sir, allow me to extend our sincere gratitude and unreserved appreciation to whom we have all gathered here to listen. The guest lecturer, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, ably represented by one of our own elder statesman, Engineer Mansour Ahmed. And through this spectacular outing, you will all agree with me that we are better informed. We will remain ever grateful to Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, in this university for his continued support and contributions. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant him long life, good health and prosperity to continue to render philanthropic and many other services to the entire human race. Sir, we thank you for that thought-provoking lecture. We must also thank our royal fathers from Kano and Ilorin Emirates for being present here with us. We must recognize and appreciate the presence of some notable dignitaries here present. Our former Vice Chancellor and former INEC Chairman, Professor Tahir Jiga. Our former Vice Chancellor and former NUC Executive Secretary, Professor Abubakar Adamu Rashid, and the former Minister of Education, Professor Ruqayyah Rufai. We thank most sincerely all invited guests, too numerous to be mentioned here because of time. We appreciate you all. We thank the Vice Chancellor of our great university, Professor Sagir Adamu Abbas, for the continued support and transparent leadership style. The 38th Convocation Committee members, under the leadership of the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Management Services, Professor Mahmoud Umar Sani, deserve a special mentioning for doing a great job in making this activity a reality. Lastly, I want to commend members of the 38th Convocation Lecture Committee for the commitment demonstrated in the course of planning this lecture. We wish you all safe journey back to your various destinations. Thank you and God bless. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you. Thank you. Before the closing prayer, we are going to recognize the presence of Chief Judge of Kano State, Honorable Justice DJ Aboki. We also recognize the presence of all the service chiefs, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the police, the road safety, the customs, Nigerian immigration, and the civil defense. We also recognize the presence of Director General, Voice of Nigeria, Malam Jibrin Baba Ndache, and all other special guests. You are all welcome. At this juncture, I have the honor to invite the Chief Imam of Bayero University, Kano, Sheikh Abubakar Jibril, to close the session with a prayer.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك وأكرم وأنعم على خير خلقك محمد عبدك وحبيبك ورسولك النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين سبحان ربك رب العزة أما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Shall we stand up for Bayero University anthem?
It's my choice, Bayero University, in the ancient city of Kano, the great citadel of learning, the noble crest of knowledge, the star of virtue and wisdom, the blue fountain of all seasons, where leading minds come to drink Bayero University. For above every process of knowledge, there is one more knowledgeable. To the Lord we turn in prayer, fulfill our
Then, together.
Thank you.
Jami'ar bayar ce tauraruwar taurari, jami'ar bayar ga uwar mu mai bada ruwa. Jami'ar bayar zazzabi yana gaida uwa, ga uwar albarka baba da wawa a ƙasa. Jami'ar bayar ce tauraruwar taurari, jami'ar bayar ga uwar mu mai bada ruwa. Bismillah Allah Ubangiji kai na kira, mai dare mai rana kasa nazarci zara, madadin ilhama dubun basira ta zara, kariya kare ni shirin dare ko karara, shirin mutum ko an jama zare ni shirin saura, ka amince Allah ka sa na hanyar nutsuwa. Shugabannin halitta makinsa zai sha fama, shi ka baiwa ce to ka bashi duk alfarma, ka amince masa shi ka baiwa dukkan girma, sasa hafai a halinsa auliya sun hidima, sada shekwanai malaman mu sun ba mu ruwa. Kasar mu a jami'o'i na gani, jami'ar bayar wanda ya biki ya yi kadari, tauraruwar taurari uwar mu mai ba da ruwa. Jami'ar bayar zazzabi yana gaida uwa, ga uwar albarka baba da wawa a ƙasa. Jami'ar bayar ce tauraruwar taurari, jami'ar bayar ga uwar mu mai ba da ruwa. Jami'ar bayar mun ta zamo son kowa, ta wucewa saura a dole gangari da buwa, kuma kerimi ce a dangare kowa. Ɗalibai shuka ne sun gane aisa da ruwa, ɗalibai ke burin shigar ki ko dan fafa, da bazar ki biyu ke ake fiɗi har da rawa. Shakka fa biyu kenan ba wance a ƙasa, ka ji gonar ilimi irin kishi an ka dasa, ɗalibai na ta zuwa na nesa har ma na kusa, da su lori irin ilimin kilar rake ƙasa, shi yasa.
Then, together. Have you seen Joseph, the Hebrew child?